This video will show you how to install the Immersive Reader Chrome extension and how to use its amazing features for students with dyslexia and English learners, and really all learners. First, you'll need to be sure that you are using the Chrome browser and that you are logged into the Chrome browser. If you're on a Chromebook, you are automatically logged into the browser. But if you are on a laptop or desktop, it's possible to use the Chrome browser without being logged in. So make sure that your initial or your picture is showing up at the top right of the browser. And if you are using a phone or tablet device, it is not possible to use this extension even if you are using the Chrome browser. This extension is only available on desktop, laptops, and Chromebook computers. So you'll need to go to the Chrome web store in order to access and install the extension. And the address that you'll type into your browser is this one, bit.ly/IR extension. IR as in Immersive Reader. bit.ly/IR extension. Once you've typed that into your browser's address bar or URL field, you'll click enter, and it will take you to the place in the Chrome web store where you can add this extension to Chrome. I'm going to click add to Chrome and then add extension. And you can see now that this little book is hiding up here on my extension bar. I have a lot of extensions up here. You may not have this many. Now that the extension is installed, you can use it to access the tools that it provides. I'm going to use this website as an example. To use Immersive Reader, I'm going to click and drag to select the text that I want to be read aloud. Once the text is selected, I can right-click on the text and then left-click, Help me read this, right here. And you can see it's got a tiny little Immersive Reader icon right next to it. As an aside, if you are using a device with a touchpad instead of a mouse, many people are unfamiliar with how to right-click on a touchpad. The right-click is a simultaneous two-finger tap on the touchpad, because no matter how hard you try clicking the right edge of the touchpad, that is not going to work. Once you click Help me read this, the text will open in a new screen. At the bottom of the screen, there is a play button. Right here.
The natural world is more varied than we can imagine.
And that's pretty amazing in and of itself. But I want to call your attention to these three icons at the top right. The first one is Text Preferences. When I click that, I can adjust the size of the text. So if you have students with visual impairments, you can make the text bigger. You can choose the font type from just these three, and you can select the color of the background and the text. So for example, some people with dyslexia find it easier to read with a turquoise background and black font, or maybe a yellow background. I'm going to switch it back now to a white background with black font. And if you'll notice, this increased spacing option comes in selected automatically. But that's what it looks like if that button is turned off. The second option at the top is the grammar options. When I turn the syllables button on, you can see that the words on the page are now separated with a dot by syllable. I can also choose to turn on nouns and verbs and adjectives. If I want to change the color of the part of speech, I can do so by clicking the little drop-down arrow. I can also choose to show the labels on the parts of speech. Go ahead and turn all of those off. And finally, the reading preferences. The first one that people like an awful lot is this line focus. And when you click the play button,
one way to try to make this variation easier to handle is to put different environment types into groups.
You can see that the bar stays the same so that the reader would not have to move his or her eyes. The next option in reading preferences is the picture dictionary. When I turn on the picture dictionary, I can click a word and I will get pictures that might help define that word. Additionally, I can translate this either by word or by document. By word, it looks like this. I selected Spanish so I can hear the Spanish pronunciation
Agua.
And the English pronunciation.
Water.
And I can also translate the entire document into another language. When the document is translated, it is also read in a native sounding voice. Note that there are lots of languages to translate into in addition to Spanish.